Hello investors, welcome to Business Learnings. In this video, we'll be talking about Vodafone Idea Limited. So if you are an investor of V or if you want to invest in this company, or if you're just wondering whether you should be selling your holdings if you hold it, this video is for you. Do watch the video throughout the end so that you get complete understanding, and do subscribe to the channel. Right. So Vodafone Idea, for those who are unaware, is the third biggest telecom company in India. It used to be the biggest one after Jio captured most of its market share. Uh, and now the company is just trading at about 10 rupees. It used to trade at its peak, it used to trade about 120 rupees. Now it's just down by 92%, 93%. Where will this company go? This company has two major challenges that it is facing, and until and unless the company solves for those two challenges, it might not even survive. Right? So, what are those two challenges? First, the AGR dues. The AGR dues for Vodafone Idea V is about 58,000 crore rupees, out of which it has already paid 8,000 crore rupees. And the second challenge is the high churn rate of the users. Users are shifting from Vodafone Idea to Geo or Airtel. Let's talk about the first problem, the AGR dues of 58,000 crore rupees, whether this company will be able to pay it or not. Based on the kind of interest the company has shown just to remain, just to survive, is phenomenal. Right? The kind of interest the company has shown just to survive, just to stay relevant. Point number one. Point number two. These telecom companies, they had filed a petition in the Supreme Court that Department of Telecommunication, they didn't calculate the AGR dues in the right fashion. They were double counting, and there were several mistakes. And based on their own calculation, based on the calculations of Airtel, they're claiming that their dues are about 40% of what the government has said. If the government agrees to it, if the Supreme Court agrees to it, this company will be saved. The dues of 58,000 crore rupees will be just about 25,000 crore rupees, which Vodafone Idea can easily, not easily, but will be able to pay. It will be in a much better shape to pay. And that's not the only challenge. This company has a debt of more than 1 lakh crore rupees, and being in the telecom industry, it will have to just to stay relevant in the business, just to compete with the likes of Jio and Airtel. It will have to keep on investing in 4G or even develop for 5G. And for that, it will need an additional 10,000 crore rupees of money. The current AGR dues, the EMIs for the current AGR dues come out to be about 8,000 crore rupees per year. Investments on other networks, on improving the quality of 4G, investing in 5G, it will be about 10,000 crore rupees every year. Will Vodafone Idea be able to pay 18,000 crore rupees every single year? Will it have that much kind of cash? I doubt so. I doubt so, because let me show you the yearly results of Vodafone Idea. The maximum the company earned in net profits ever was in March 2015, when the company earned about 3,000 crore rupees of profit. A company which earns about 3,000 crore rupees of profit every year, and this that too before Jio was launched. A company which makes net profit about 3,000 crore rupees, will this company be able to spend 18,000 crore rupees every year? I highly doubt so. What my personal opinion in this regard is, these telecom companies have again requested to reopen the case in Supreme Court and reevaluate the AGR. And if that happens, Vodafone Idea might get a breather. Otherwise, it will not survive. It simply cannot survive because it doesn't have that kind of money. And investors will not be ready to lend that kind of money, because uh, it doesn't show promise. The users are churning, right? So think it from the perspective. This situation is a little political. Think it from the perspective of the government. If this company goes under, if this company goes bankrupt, what will happen? The government will lose more than 50,000 crore rupees. Plus, it will also lose the spectrum dues. Right? A lot of people will lose jobs. That will again create some pressure on the government. Will the government want that, or will the government rather take not 50,000 crore rupees, but probably 25, 30,000 crore rupees. What option will they, if you were government, what option will you take? A government most likely takes a most bureaucratic approach, and in my opinion, the AGR dues will be readjusted in the next couple of quarters. That is bound to happen. And that is the reason Vodafone Idea has been diligently paying out its dues. It has paid about 8,000 crore rupees. So the first problem is solved for if there is an adjustment in AGR first. If the government agrees to adjust the AGR first. And second, the first problem will also be solved if Vodafone Idea is in talks with raising about 25,000 crore rupees in a mix of equity and debt from various investors. If it is able to do that, and it is quite confident of raising that kind of money. So if it is able to do that, great, it will be another breather for the company, and the first problem could be completely solved. So two factors: ability to raise 25,000 crore rupees, which it has already been in talks of, and second, adjustment of AGR. These two must happen. Second problem that Vodafone Idea is facing is churning of users. It has about 27 crore subscribers, and about 10 crore of them on 4G. Rest 17, 18 crore are on 2G and 3G, and it is losing subscribers at the rate of about 1 crore every quarter, every single quarter. The exception was December 2020 when it just lost about 20 to 25 lakh users. If it continues to lose users at that fraction, that pace, probably 10 years down the line, it won't have any users left. How will the revenue come for this company then? And to solve that problem, Vodafone Idea must compete with Jio and Airtel, and for that, as I already talked about, it will have to invest about 10, 12,000 crore rupees every single year just to uh, just to improve the 4G quality, just to improve the 4G network coverage of me, and also invest in the upcoming 5G technology, because Jio and Airtel are already kilometers ahead in that race, right? So these are the two things that Vodafone Idea has to focus on. The challenge that I see here is uh, the 17, 18 crore users who are on 2G and 3G networks. Geo is keeping an eye on them. Geo wants to acquire them because Geo is partnering with Google to launch the entry level smartphones, 4G smartphones, which probably will be quite cheap. And it will be targeted towards those users, those 2G based users. And even if Geo is able to capture half of them, uh, it will be a very difficult situation for Vodafone Idea. So how is it going to capture? How is it going to retain those users, get them converted on 4G? That all depends upon Vodafone Idea. So it's a very difficult game, and it's quite interesting to see how it's getting played out in the field. Let's see. Ah, talking about the telecom companies, we didn't even talk about the tariff hikes, which could probably be a lifeline for Vodafone Idea. If it wants to survive, it must hike the tariff. And Airtel and Jio are also in line with tariff hikes. You know, the last tariff hike, which happened probably last year, Jio and Airtel, they had said that all the telecom companies had said that this predatory pricing is not sustainable, and we will soon see another hike, and we'll keep on seeing the hikes, tariff hikes. So expect that this year, probably this year, Vodafone Idea will do some kind of a hike, and Airtel and Jio will follow it. And if it happens, this company will have some kind of a lifeline to keep continuing for the next few years. So to sum it up, I think my personal opinion, and please do not invest based on my personal opinion, do your own research. My personal opinion says that this company will survive, although I'm quite doubtful that it will be able to give good returns to shareholders. The share price can even go downhill from this place. I'm not quite confident about the company, but the company will survive. That's my understanding. Thanks a lot for watching this video, having this kind of patience. See you in the next video. Bye.